All right, guys, it's like week 3 of trying to figure something out to do a video about. But today we wanted to cover some news that looks a little promising for the NBA. Maybe not, but there are some signs that maybe not only will the NBA possibly come back, but there might be some things the NBA is creating that could help the entire world. All right, so a few days ago, Brian Windhorst comes out with a report, and I'll put it in the comments. You can go read it, that the NBA is very pessimistic about a season happening at all. And of course, everyone's just frustrated and bummed because it's very likely that maybe this season's over, and the ramifications of that are huge. We're already seeing that in terms of just teams letting people go, furloughing employees, and then just the game itself. You've got teams like the Lakers who have LeBron James, who's on the end of his career. They've got, 2 or 3 good years of LeBron left. They're going to want to get a title. If this season ends, that's pretty big catastrophe. You've got the LA Clippers, who went all in on Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. All in for like 6-7 years of draft picks. And this season might be over, and this was their shot. That is horrible if they miss out on a chance to keep playing. And then everyone else who's all in, the Jazz fans like me are disappointed. I don't think we were going anywhere with the way the things were going with the Jazz and their chemistry and everything. But it's still a bummer. I want to watch basketball. I want to do videos like this. So it was a big bummer. But after that, there's still news coming out. Sources tell ESPN, this is on Brian Windhorst's Twitter, you should be following him along with Woj, even though Woj betrayed the Jazz and Jazz Nation and everyone for clicks, you still follow him, you still notify him. Don't hate me, Woj. But anyway, sources tell ESPN that the NBA and NBPA have been collaborating and assessing rapid response testing devices that in theory could yield accurate results within minutes, a process that represents a critical first step toward potentially resuming play. That comes from Baxter Holmes, retweeted by Brian Windhorst. I'll put that in the comments as well. Guys, the big problem right now for the NBA to be able to come back is just this quick testing thing. But not only that, it's that what the NBA is doing right now is they're watching China. And one thing you can do by watching China is see how things are going. One of the nice things, actually, that they've been able to watch is China tried to bring back their basketball and then quickly had to shut it down again because of a rapid wave of coronavirus coming back. It created a secondary wave of cases. They had to shut it all back down. And that's a bad sign for the NBA. And that's a big reason why Brian Windhorst is talking about what the NBA is not... not very positive about what they're seeing with China and what happened. Now, the big problem is testing, because not only are tests really difficult, but tests right now take a long time. The fastest tests possible happened to the Utah Jazz with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell. The average person, the test right now with coronavirus, and I'm no expert, so don't take what I say as gospel, but takes like 4 or 5 days at least to find out your results. For Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, remember they had to stay overnight in their locker room in Oklahoma City until like the next day, midday, they found out that Donovan Mitchell had coronavirus. Everyone else did not, and they were able to fly back. That's not fast enough. Let's say you have a game and you've got players isolated on the court. You've got to be able to test those guys and make sure that they're okay, that nothing's getting into the game. The worst thing that could happen is if you have another incident like Rudy Gobert getting sick and then having it spread and make it worse for everyone else. It's really tough. But the questions I have with the quick response testing is what happens if a player tests positive? Do you shut down again? Probably. It's not fair to have like one of the best teams in the league. Let's say Kawhi Leonard gets coronavirus and he has to sit out for 2 weeks, like an injury. Is that fair? That's rough. And that's, if we're starting with just the straight up playoffs, how do you do that? Do you just pause the league until he's good and then you bring back the league? I don't know. It's really hard. And that's what the NBA is doing right now. And Adam Silver is coming out and saying by May 1st, they'll know whether they are going to probably have games again this season. So mark your calendar. My guess is that May 1st, they'll be like, we're not sure still. But the big thing is that this testing can come out and help a lot because you can get quick data. You can feel safe and secure knowing your players are healthy. If your players and everyone around them is secure and not not got coronavirus, and you know that everyone's safe and social distanced, and maybe they do this thing in Las Vegas where you have the league, there's no fans, but you do have the players playing, and the players are in some sort of cryo chamber. Although I struggle to think that no one will want to go out if they have it in Las Vegas. There will be a few players that are, just my opinion, just my guess, will want to go to certain establishments that take place in the evening in Las Vegas. Those types of things tend to happen, and I don't know how you keep players from going there. So we'll see what happens. My guess is that the NBA is going to find a way to make this happen, because this is a lot of money, and there's a lot of teams hurting right now. I mean, just the Utah Jazz right now, you've seen layoffs. There's people in the LHM company that owns the Utah Jazz. It's hurting badly all across the company, not just basketball, but car dealerships and stuff. You see that with Fertitta, or whatever his name is, in Houston, who's furloughing employees immediately, does not have money to keep his things going if these things don't come back. That guy wants this NBA season back. You can bet these owners want to play. And so if you can get that TV revenue back, start hiring people back, I mean, that's just better for the economy in general. Get this TV back. I mean, it comes a point where, why do I have satellite TV if I'm not watching basketball? That's the reason I have it, They've got to bring this back. My guess is that they will. And the cool thing about this, we mentioned it earlier, if the NBA is able to get these quick result tests going fast, and they want to do it for the general public as well, and this can be something that can go to the entire country, the entire world. My guess is other countries have this, because our country seems to run like a donkey pulling a wagon. But we might be able to get some testing going really quick. You can go to the doctor, get tested, find out results within a half hour to an hour, and you're good to go, and you can find out. And that is a thing that can help this country in general and the world. Let's hope. Let's hope the NBA comes back so it can save the world. The NBA with Rudy Gobert brought the attention it needed to this, and now the NBA will cure it. Best league in the league. Best league in the world. I know how to talk. Guys, like and subscribe to this video. Let's hope the NBA comes back. If you think it's going to come back, let me know in the comments. If you don't, tell me why. If I'm wrong about something, tell me why. Be nice to me too. I like it when you're nice. I don't like when you're mean. Sometimes I block. Talk to you later.